Hello, hello, everyone. How is everyone doing today? I am just doing awesome. I am doing awesome today. Just on here to talk about, I usually talk about couponing, usually talk about domestic violence. Today I'm on here to talk about the death of a child. I lost a child, which is my daughter's uh, twin, Joanna. My daughter Joanna had a twin, and she died when she was 6 months old from sudden infant death syndrome. So I have tried to do this video. This is my second or third time. So some things I am not going to talk about right now because it brings up so much, and I truly cannot stop crying every time I talk about how I found her, how she died, what I was going through at that particular moment. I'm going to try and incorporate it into this video. But if I don't, please, ma'am, please, sir, forgive me for not talking about how it happened. But what I would like to talk about is to discuss ways that we can how we deal with death, some things you can possibly say to people. I deal with it a lot. I go and visit a lot. I go to the hospitals when family members have died, being there right there before someone, even before someone has actually died. I think I've experienced that once or twice, if maybe once. Yeah, I think just actually twice of my grandmother and another family friend that died. I was right there when they took their last breath or when they actually pulled the plug. I know it's hard. The best thing we can do is just be there for that person. Sometimes you don't have to even say a lot. I know one time somebody had died and somebody, oh, they in a better place. Child, sweetie, boo boo, I don't want to hear that right now. That's not what I want to hear. Just being there for someone, not asking a whole bunch of questions, just being there. It's just in your own mind, just really praying for that person because they getting ready to go through. It's steps that people go through. You going through the crying steps. You going through the guilt. Or why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? You going through all those. It's so many stages that you go through. Then once you get through for your own self, then you got to think about your children or think about your other family members um, that might be going through something. People want us to be the person that's the closest person that's dealing with the death. They want us to be strong. We can't always be the stronger person because of the person that died is closer to us. If that makes any sense to you, it's a lot. So, like I said again, when a person, if you know of anyone that have has died, just being there for the person, it's so many other things that you can be doing. Believe it or not, you can be cleaning up, you can be taking care of other people, answering the phone. Sometimes people can't you can't always answer the phone. You have to give the phone to someone else. As a matter of fact, we was talking about this yesterday. Even answering the phone, being there just to answer the phone, answer the door, talking to the funeral home people, just doing all of that. Just having the mindset of just being there for a person. I am there for so many people, and Lord knows, I don't mind doing it. It's nothing. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. It's because dealing with the death of my own child, it made me stronger. Of with dealing with other people, knowing what to do, knowing what to say, just being there. Child, I know somebody said that they went to the person's house and they just sat. They didn't do anything. They just sat because knowing that you have someone there when you get to your weakest moment, you can have someone to lean on, somebody can that you can, talk to, someone you can vent with, and then after the funeral is over, after everybody has gone home, don't you know we still grieving? But who calls after? Who goes to visit after? Who brings over that chicken, and who brings over those the food that the people that who excuse me that the family might even need? Who does that? Really, nobody ever really does that. I try to do that. I try to call people just to check on them, just to, just to give an encouraging word, just to be there for people. We have to be there. We have to um, be there. Again, I keep saying the same thing. We have to be there. We have to, especially if it's a family member, especially the um, if we know the person in the family, if we even if we were close to them. I just think about myself. I had my children. I had to look forward to raising these other children of mine that I have. I can't. I didn't have time to. I barely had time to grieve. I really didn't, because I still have another 6 month old at home, and I still have the two other ones. I can't remember how old they were, but they were young. So I had to be there for them. I couldn't break down. I couldn't, like I said, I could barely cry. I think I remember one time I was at church and somebody started singing, and I had the it was shortly after we had buried my that after we had buried Jaquana, we had went to church, and I had the picture in my hand, and man, somebody started singing, and I just, whoa, man, I just fell to pieces. When I say I fell to pieces, I fell to pieces. I remember sitting on the second row, and I was sitting by my aunt Catherine Anderson, and she started praying for me, and then the pastor, which is uh, Elder Baker, he had to come out of the pulpit and just started pleading the blood of Jesus over my life. Because, people lose their minds after losing their children. People lose their mind. I mean, but I thank God for God. I thank God for having God in my life. Not that I was just so holier than thou, but I knew to pray. So again, be there, just being there, just being a lump on the log, just being there for the people, just having kind words to say to the grieving family. What would you say? What would you want people to say to you? Again, it's the coupon lady showing you the power of the coupon. And thank you. And please subscribe. Click and subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get up to 1,000 viewers, so please subscribe to my channel. Thank you again.